What's up, all you miraculous movers out there? I wanted to take this time to shoot a video on something that pretty much all of us that are attempting to be healthy and are working out and working on our fitness have to deal with. It's just part of it. As we progress in our fitness levels and our movement patterns and things like that, trying new things, especially this is gonna happen. You're gonna get sore. I'm also wanting to do this because I've got my new handy dandy selfie stick / tripod. I'm really excited about. It's gonna help in shooting these videos, and that way I'm not shaking and you're not getting a reverb from that as I'm shooting the videos. Anyway, yeah, I guess the thing, the reason that I'm doing this is because I'm dealing with this today. I've got some pretty significant soreness / inflammation going on in my elbow, my right elbow. I've had some. It kind of started last week, and this week we had another pretty significant pull-up workout over at my brother-in-law's gym, Tribe Fitness. There's a little plug for Tribe. If you're in the Athens, Georgia / Watkinsville local area, definitely go check them out. It's a great family over there, and I got nothing but good things to say about my brother-in-law and all his staff there. It's awesome to be a part of that fitness family. But anyway, what I want to do is talk about things that you can do to try to mitigate or speed up your healing process if you do have something going on that's causing you pain and discomfort, and also to talk about just the general new paradigm shift anyway for me, as far as learning to work out smart and not push myself so hard. One other guy that's in the group, in the Miraculous Movers group, mentioned that's a struggle for him, and it is for me too. As a former alcoholic drug addict, my brain tells me, well, if this is good, if this much is good, well, this much has got to be better. So if I'm doing 100 push-ups, I got to do 200, and I'll get there faster. And I completely relate to that, and it's difficult for me. It really is. I love working out. I love performing in the gym and reaching new levels of fitness and weight and all those things. But just want to talk about maybe some things that can help with that. In being good to your body, not abusing it and not causing unnecessary inflammation. So anyway, one of the first thing I want to talk about is, okay, we've got the inflammation. Like, I've got the inflammation in my elbow. This is what I did today. First of all, the number one thing I think you can do for helping inflammation is to get good sleep. Your body, that's when your body repairs itself. So try as best you can to make your room as dark as possible. Keep the sound down. Before you go to bed, at least within 2 hours of going to bed, no carbohydrates, sugar, insulin-inducing carbohydrates that can spike your insulin, because you want that human growth hormone to get in there and do its job as you're sleeping, and insulin will negate that. The other thing I want to say is, and as far as sleep, try to get 8 to 10 hours. I mean, I know that sounds like a lot, and you may not be able to do that. Try to take a nap during the day. The more sleep, the better. It's going to help with that healing process. The other thing is, like I woke up this morning, I did get some good sleep, but I'm still experiencing this. So I took an Epsom salt bath. Epsom salt has a lot of magnesium in it, which magnesium helps with soreness. It helps in the heat just alone. Helps, kind of loosen it up. I loosened my elbow up and then did some stretching, some extensions. It's kind of going back now. So there's some pretty significant inflammation going on in there, and I can tell that. I'm going to ice it actually in a minute as well. That's another thing you can do. You can use ice. For years, this arm has had thousands of ice treatments from being a pitcher in baseball growing up. Thousands of ice treatment, and ice works. It does work. So I'm going to do that in a minute. The other thing that I've done is I made this special concoction with my coffee this morning. It has turmeric, It has black pepper, it has grass-fed butter, coconut oil, cinnamon, and stevia. That was the concoction I made this morning. If you're going to use turmeric, which has great anti-inflammatory properties, you need to put a little bit of black pepper in there. The black pepper helps your body assimilate it, and also the fat helps your body from the butter and coconut oil, helps it assimilate into your system and your body be able to use it. The other thing that I'm using is this Kangen water that I picked up from my friends Nathaniel and Timothy, the Rob Ross, who I used to work for. I'm trying it. It's supposed to have a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. We're gonna, I can tell even in my workout yesterday that my inflammation and soreness was down, and that my energy levels seemed to be up in the workout. It may have just been the type of workout. Some of the exercises were more geared towards things I'm strong in, so it may have just been that my body or whatever is just able to do those exercises better. But anyway, so I'm going to also I'm going to shoot a whole video on this stuff. This is called Celgevity. It is a glutathione promoter, and I have been off the product for a little while, but I just re-up because my fiance is dealing with some inflammation recurring from her hip injury, and so I'm trying to get as anti-inflammatory and that's on top of taking the fish oil that I'm already taking, that I shot the video on, taking the vitamin D, eating the nutrition that I recommend to you guys, the balance of omega-6 and omega-3s, all those things help negate soreness. The other thing that I do is take a cold shower, like after I laid in the tub with the Epsom salt. And I actually put some apple cider vinegar in there. I saw that recommendation on Facebook this morning, so I put some of that in there. And then I also took a cold shower afterwards. So that's another thing, kind of going from that hot to cold, getting that, your system, it gets your blood flowing, and that's really what needs to happen in order for your muscles to be able to heal, is getting good blood flow in there, and that's the thing I want to say too, is that inflammation is not a bad thing in this case. What my body is doing is healing itself. The reason that it's inflamed and the reason that it's sore is because the muscle has been damaged, the tendons have been damaged, and my body is trying to heal itself. So don't have such a bad outlook on inflammation. It's part of it's a natural process, and usually I don't take such a drastic approach to the inflammation. I do take the cold showers. That's just a part of my daily regimen. That does help with the soreness and just waking me up in the morning. And all these other things promote anti-inflammation, but inflammation is a good thing. It's your body trying to heal itself. But I do want to get into this as far as like what my methodology or thought patterns are. I have decreased my level of working out, like specifically at the gym. I was going like 4 or 5 days over to Tribe, and honestly I think that my cortisol levels were really up, and of course I was working a different job at the time, so that I wasn't getting proper sleep. You got to kind of find this balance to say, okay, well, if for whatever reason in your job right now you're not able to get 8 to 10 hours sleep a night, maybe cut down on your working out, because your body's not going to have the same amount of time to repair itself. Maybe go 2 or 3 days a week. And I'm even doing that. I'm going like 2 days a week, 3 days a week to the gym, picking the right workouts that focus on things that I wouldn't be able to focus on at home, and I've been doing more outdoor workouts, working on some different things, doing the one-arm hangs, and focusing more on doing sprints and movement, the Ido Portal method, and working on more of that stuff, handstands and things like that. So, just switch it up and listen to your body. Like if you're getting sore, and also one thing that one of the guys in the group was mentioning is that, it's that thing in us that says, I got to do more, I got to push myself. I'm not saying that that's not wrong, that is wrong to have that attitude, but it's the motivation behind it. Is it because you're unhappy with yourself, or you're just trying to become better? You got to kind of really question yourself with that. after you do that workout where you really push yourself, do you still go look in the mirror and say, I don't like what I see? Then your problem is not necessarily you're not pushing yourself, it's you're not loving yourself. That's really the issue, and that's what I've had to learn too, is with my body image issues, is that what I probably need to do in that case, if that's what I'm doing, no matter what I do, if I'm still seeing negativity, what I probably need to do is focus more on doing the affirmations in the morning and speaking well about myself and looking at the things about my body that I do like, or avoiding mirrors, or having my shirt off in front of the mirror, or stepping on a scale, so that I get away from those negative thought patterns for a while. That's one of the recommendations I made to this guy, was I had to do that. I had to wear a shirt and not look in the mirror and stay off the scale and do my affirmations in the morning, so that my mental process about how I think about my body could change. So anyway, guys, those are just some quick tips that you can use, to help with your inflammation or your soreness. And like I said, I've got acute inflammation in my elbow right now, so I've kind of stepped it up. I just actually chewed on some raw organic ginger. That's another thing that helps with inflammation. Forgot to mention that. So yeah, just, do what you can. And the thing, there's other things that I could be working on or could have spent, I spent probably an hour and a half focusing on this, but guys, if you're not healthy, if your body is chronically inflamed and you're sore, I look at it like this: like, my body is the most important thing that I have outside my soul, and my soul is what holds my body, is what holds my soul. So healing my body and spending that hour and a half going through the bath and making this coffee and just doing some stretching and things like that, that is going to help my overall well-being. So take the time to do what you can to help your soreness. And if you're really sore, take a day off from the gym. Take a day off and give your body rest and get some sleep. And yeah, don't push yourself. And then a week later, what usually can happen for me is, like, if I was to go work out today with this elbow like this, I could injure something else in the process. So don't do that. I'm probably just going to go for a walk today, go for a nature walk, spend some time doing some meditation stuff, and obviously working on things for my sight and all that. But yeah, I love you guys, and I hope that this helps as far as soreness and inflammation goes. If you have any questions, email me, MatthewMcCraryMovement@gmail.com, or if you want coaching on nutrition, fitness, and just life in general, hit me up, and I'd love to help you. Love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.